G'day guys, Josh Huggett here from Joshua Huggett Media, and welcome to a special edition of Tog Talk, because it's not really Tog Talk at all. It's really just a little update video for you on what's sort of happening here in the Tog Talk space. So for the last few months, it's been an open forum where you ask me questions and then I'll answer them. We're actually opening that up to the public. So anybody is now able to come on to Tog Talk and have a chat with me. We sit here in the studio and we have a little conversation for, 45 minutes, an hour. Depends how much we have to talk about. I tend to waffle a lot, so it does kind of go a lot longer than it probably needs to. So if you'd like to come on to Tog Talk and have a chat with me and come on the Not a Podcast, you're more than welcome to do that. All of the links are in our Facebook group and in our Patreon as well. But this is just a little bit of a heads up for you guys about what's coming. Next week, we have an absolutely bloody ripper episode with Shane O'Neill. He was our first test dummy of the new system and the new setup that we have here. So we just have a chat and we talk heaps and we talk about everything. So the plan with Tog Talk going forward is that no matter where you're at in your business, whether you're just starting as a photographer or you've been a photographer for many, many years, you've always got something that you can teach somebody that's one step behind you. You may be, 3 months into being a wedding photographer. You may be 3 years into being a wedding photographer, but I'm sure there's somebody out there that's maybe 2 steps behind you that might have a little bit of insight that there might be somebody 2 steps behind you that could learn something from something that you know. So it's all well and good to listen to people like myself or some of these other larger educators that have been in the industry for a while, have already got established businesses, but the information that we're giving you may not actually resonate with you particularly. I think it's really, really important that you're getting as much information from as many sources as possible so that you're able to find which information kind of works best for you, and then you can take that information and implement it into your own business in your own way. When I first started my business, I was taking a lot of information from YouTube, from Spotify, like listening to podcasts and doing Ben Hartley's course. I did that. I did half Ben Hartley's course. I did a lot of stuff from Taylor Jackson. John Branch was kind of starting, I think it was pre-John Branch, but there's all these other educators out there that will teach you their way of doing something, and their way may not be the right way for you, but maybe a little bit of it is. So I took a lot from Taylor Jackson in his hybrid photo and video. I took a lot from Ben Hartley in selling and how to kind of like take what I knew as a business operator and turn it into wedding business stuff. So I feel like if we can talk to as many photographers as possible from as many different walks of life as possible, then you're going to be able to find a little bit of information in every single one of these conversations and implement it into your own business. So Shane, our first person that we speak to, he was actually a commercial fashion photographer for a long time, a full-time fashion photographer, was laid off on his birthday or just before his birthday, changed his entire career, his entire life at 51 years old, went from being a full-time contracted photographer in COVID to nothing and going straight into full-time wedding photography. And he himself says that he took a lot of information from a lot of different influencers and educators around the world and has now implemented it into his own perfect little business. So I think Shane is the absolute best person that we could start with, because he's probably in the same position as a lot of you guys out there as well, where maybe you're right at the start of this, maybe you've got a full-time job currently and you're trying to work your way out of it, or you may have just lost your job and you're trying to find something to do. Shane is the perfect example of somebody that's literally done exactly what you guys are doing right now and turned it into a full-time business. So enjoy. Shane is coming out on Tuesday. It's going to be fantastic. If you'd like to come on Tog Talk, join the Facebook or the Patreon down below. We have all of the links in there. Until then, I'll see you next Tuesday. Love you.